First album, Voices of Animals and Men, followed by Superabundance. Did you approach the second album any differently to the first album?
Yeah, I guess we did. I guess we decided to make it completely differently. So we went with a new producer. Because I think it's what some bands, they find a producer they like and they go, oh, we'll do loads of albums with him then. We thought we needed to go and do something else, so it sounded different. Yeah, it was a much liver album in a way. It was, the first album was done very much like record the drums, then record the bass, then record the cymbals separately. You know, it was really sort of like cut up. But so with the second album, we kind of played it all together in a room over and over and over and over and over again until the song actually sounded good.
Angry Scottish man.
With an angry Scottish man shouting commands and orders. So we did it. Yeah, musically, I suppose we tried to do something that was a bit less kind of sort of pop punky and make it a bit more substantial, whatever that means. And now we're going back to more of a rock album. Yeah, I think that's what we wanted to do. And now we're going to do an album that's like a joke album. It's going to be brilliant.
I've heard you been described as geek rock before.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
I think you're an ugly as well. But I don't keep going on about it.
The mirror's telling me a different story, to be honest with you.
It's a good term though, isn't it? Geek rock. It doesn't mean anything.
I never heard it before.
No.
So.
How far along is the new stuff? Is it written? Are you ready to start recording?
Well, this tour we've got kind of 5 or 6 new ones that we're playing every night, and yeah, we're just kind of seeing how people react to them really, and getting used to playing them and deciding whether we actually like them. You know what I mean? You've got to give a song a kind of a month or two of actually just playing it and listening to it and thinking, is this the sort of thing we like? Do I like this? Is this cool?
We've got a lot of ideas. It's just whether or not we're not going to rush into recording it until we've actually got like this kind of picture of what it's going to be. I think last time we did the album really kind of soon after the first album, and it was the right thing to do at the time. But I think that this one, we need to kind of take more time over it and be a bit more geeky about it, I think. Because there's no point in just chucking out another album of similar sounding, you know, pop punk songs, because it's like we've heard it a lot, you know. So what we've got to do is something kind of pretty good, otherwise it's pointless.
Yeah.
Pretty good would be
pretty
good.
I mean, different, you know, try and be as original as possible.
With your albums, there's always one song that sticks out as just being really weird. Like on Voices of Animals and Men, it was Taylor's. I thought that was a bit weird.
Yeah. Self-indulgent bit.
Yeah. and then on Superabundance, it's Flies, which just I heard and it was just like, what the hell is this? But it works. It works.
Oh yeah, it's alright. It does. I mean, I think, yeah, I like sort of like. It's crazy things are kind of interesting, aren't they?
Yeah.
It doesn't always work. I'd rather be a band that did things that sometimes don't work, but at least we try to do something different than do a whole load of songs that are kind of radio friendly and...
Like Manic Street Preachers, for instance.
Yeah, radio friendly.
They always sound the same, but kind of consistently dull.
I think the new album might be a bit different, I think.
Really?
I don't know. They got that
Do
guy.
you like Manic Street Preachers?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. You're rubbish.
Sorry.
You're the worst one here.
You're getting picked on quite a lot.
I know. I wish I never turned up today. I should have stayed in bed. It's much more exciting.
You should only like bands if they're really, really underground and cool. Because then you can say to people...
I'm a bit too late with the Manics then, aren't I?
Yeah, it's far too late. You can say, oh yeah, I like Bastard Kestrel or whatever it is. No, everybody goes, never heard of them. You go, oh, they're wicked.
Make bands up.
They're
amazing, cool.
They're amazing. The only reason to like bands is to look cool in front of girls and in conversation. You see, Manic Street Preachers, come on.
I like this new band called Weetabix. They're really...
Weetabix?
Yeah, man.
That's a good band.
They're going to absolutely hit the big time the next
Is that our band name for next year?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just looking around the room.
It's a good one. I like Weetabix.
It's actually a good title.
Sword.
Yeah,
we need to start a band called Magical Sword, where you wear like knitted chainmail and have like a big ceremony at the beginning. I keep trying to give it to people who are starting up bands and no one will have it. It's just like, yeah, come on, you've got to have a hook line, a cat, you know, something to draw people in.
Like geek rock.
Yeah. Look, they all wear chainmail. They all look like knights of the round table, and they've got like a kind of like you know, like a sort of big He-Man sword that they do a kind of and this light shaft of light comes
they all
down.
drink from a goblet at the
Yeah,
beginning
yeah.
of them.
Like
Do
the
some
Spinal
sort of
Tap
ritual.
scene,
Yeah.
and they had the little
Yeah,
small
it's
people
sort of like
dancing
that,
thing.
but more sort of punky than that. A bit more DIY looking than that. But yeah,
Maybe still like an alter ego kind of project.
like if it was in here,
You should
you
do
know,
it.
it would look well cool because it would be like a bit kind of naff, but at the same time
You should
everyone
start
would
it, Emery. Do it. You should do a side project with some other musicians
be okay.
that want to dress up in.
Explore your strange faces.
While we're talking about some of your songs, there's a line in a song that I really would like to know where it comes from. It goes, "I'm the Prince of Wales, I'm the Prince of Wales, and if all else fails, I'm the Prince of Wales." Could you explain the line? Because it's been quite important to me in my life. Not because it's anything in particular, just because I really enjoy the song.
All the lyrics and the verses are made up of these like self-affirming statements. Like if you were, you know, listening to a self-help tape and it says, "Say, you know, repeat after me, I'm the greatest man and lover that ever lived," or whatever. And so that I am the Prince of Wales was just supposed to be somebody kind of, not saying that they necessarily were the Prince of Wales, but they're kind of taking on a role of like kind of power and.
Slightly like a crazed, power mad, self-affirming statement. The ultimate one.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Almost.
King of the world.
Yeah, it's not as good as that. It's slightly naffer than that.
Just
Yeah.
the Queen of England,
Yeah.
Prince of Wales.
Will the "I'm the Prince of Wales" t-shirts be on sale tonight?
They are not.
Oh.
But there are some natty new ones with a picture of us designed by my own fair hand in luminous pink and green.
It's nice.
It is nice.
Yeah, we've been selling those Prince of Wales ones for years. They're a bit old hat now.
I've missed out then.
You missed out.
I'm so sorry.
You can make your own.
I could do, yeah.
Biro,
You can do anything if you put your mind to it, Ben.
Biro and a
Yeah.
white t-shirt from BY's. They look more punk rock.
The Prince of Wales going to try and sue you for using his name, making money out of it.
I think he does know. He's aware of the song, isn't he?
Yeah, somebody handed him a
One is
copy
not
of
amused.
One is angry.
What a lot of.
Pretty good impression, actually, yeah.
You just do that. That's him.
Shame he listens to Time Radio as well because he's heard that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a keen
sorry.
listener, avid.
I think your views on architecture are wrong, you idiot. What if you say the Queen's a like on national radio? Would that get you beheaded?
Just for an example.
The Queen, what?
Just to be safe, we're going to edit that out.
Isn't it when you scroll on a note, if you deface the Queen, isn't that a law? Is it?
What if you draw on some earrings and something that makes her look prettier? So you actually like
Give
dress
us
her
some
up?
nice red lips.
Yeah.
She didn't choose it.
This is a question about one individual here, but how the other two felt about it, and it is you, the House of Lords. You're on the call list, enemy call list, a couple of years ago.
2002.
2000.
Have you got the clipping somewhere?
Of course I have. I've got 2 copies of it.
Really?
Yeah.
What, one in the magazine and one just
Yeah,
in a
exactly.
scrapbook
I've got
somewhere?
one in the scrapbook and one still in the original magazine, so I can look at who I was next to, who I was better than. I was better than Liam Gallagher that year, incidentally.
Everyone's
Everybody.
better than Liam Gallagher.
And since then, you've just dropped completely
I
out.
just dropped
Yeah.
completely out. Yeah.
Beth Ditto.
Were the other two jealous about this?
Yes,
Or
Yes,
wi-
they were. Yes.
See, now you're cool again, you're underground again.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you really are cool.
It's much cooler not to be in it. I think when you.
Well, somebody who wasn't in it would probably say that.
You did refer to yourself, actually.
As number 14.
Yeah, for a long time. Was
Yeah.
it 14?
Call me.
I don't think it was that high.
Call
was
me
it?
number 14. It was that high, actually.
20
Yeah.
something.
Is that what it comes down to in every argument? Who was in the coolest?
Yeah. Call me number 14. 2006, 2007, whatever it was.
I think it was 2006.
Was it?
I think.
January.
Was it 2007?
Trying to be cool, yeah, it might have been.
Why does it matter anymore? It's old news. Right. You're probably still
Oh,
clinging on
well,
to
you
it.
say
Tip
that.
over.
You say it's old news,
Wait till
but I
this
think
year.
you know that's quite a well-respected magazine. And when, historically, when people are looking back to see who was popular in those particular years, you know that's what they'll look at. So
It was number 1
it's
that
still
year.
relevant, and I'm still kind of cool.
Yeah, who was number one? Wasn't like I can't remember. Who was? Do you remember who's number one?
I think it was Beth Ditto.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
it was usually a fatties kind of year that year.